Hey, Farts. So I ran into a friend of mine the other night at a bar, and he told me that he just went through a pretty bad breakup. And it's especially bad because they were living together, and he's just really not doing too well. And so we had a little talk, and I suggested to him that he buy the book. It's called A Breakup Because It's Broken, which I have right here. And his response to that was, well, I'm not really good at reading those kinds of books. And so I thought, all right, I'll read it to you. Let's just say my friend's name is John. So I'll call this segment Dear John. Dear John, Chapter 1. Fuck, it hurts. It's rocking the very core of your being. You never saw it coming. You knew this was going to happen. You were going to do it first. You only broke it off with her before she broke it off with you. You guys were supposed to be together forever. You never liked her that much anyway. She was such a great kisser. The sex wasn't that great. You really liked her family. She hated your friends. You hated her shoes. You miss her so much. There's no doubt about it. Breakups suck. And now, here you are holding this stupid breakup book because, quite honestly, you'd do anything not to feel like this, and maybe this book will shed some light on what you're going through. Maybe you'll get some sleep tonight, or stop sleeping all the time. In these first few hours, days, or weeks of your breakup, there's one all-important truth that you need to recognize. Some things can't and shouldn't be fixed. It's over for a reason, and even if you're in denial about it, deep down inside, you probably know what the reason is. Even if you feel baffled by her decision to end it, it boils down to the same thing every time. Your relationship, despite its promise, has ceased to be right for one or both of you. It is, in effect, broken. That doesn't make the breakup any easier to handle or change the overwhelming nature of the sadness that you feel. But that sadness, in turn, doesn't make it less broken. If you've reached this point where one or both of you feel that walking away is the best course of action, the cracks are there. And starting today, you're not the kind of person who settles for broken or hangs onto damaged goods, be it a radio, a pair of shoes, or a relationship. Your life is not a yard sale. It's time to get rid of all the broken stuff that you've been lugging around for days, months, and maybe even years, and make the bold decision to start looking for stuff that works. So even though you're clearly wounded, getting out of this broken relationship is the best thing possible, even if you didn't know it was broken until now. But some things can be fixed, you say. True. But can your relationship be fixed? Anything is possible, but we'd say probably not. Generally, if one person thinks that the breakup is the right move, they're probably right even if it feels so wrong. Because unless there are two people putting on coveralls and getting down in the trenches with some duct tape and super glue and a fierce determination, this isn't going to happen. Need more convincing? How about this? The person you love took a good look at the awesomeness that is you, evaluated your relationship together, and said, no thanks, I'll try my luck elsewhere. Anyone who assesses you or your relationship as disposable is not worthy of your time or tears. Right now, your mind is probably working overtime to come up with all the reasons that you should still be together. Your heart is hurting and your mind wants to find a way to undo the pain. Just remember, though, that any reasons you come up with are ultimately irrelevant. The harsh reality is that even if you have everything else in common, the one thing you don't have in common is the belief that this relationship can work. It's hard not to rack your brain searching for reasons why the two of you couldn't make it work, but sometimes the only real answer is the simplest one. People come together and move apart. It's the age-old ebb and flow of relationships. Some are shorter journeys and others were meant for a lifetime. That goes for friendships as well. We become attached to what's familiar, and sometimes we hold on to things that are safe and predictable even if they're bad for us. A lot of the pain you're experiencing right now is actually fear. Fear of things being different than how you like them. Fear of never finding another love. Fear of being alone. Fear of having to fill your time differently. We're afraid of the unknown. The answer to all the questions swirling in your head, what will I do on weekends? Will I meet someone else? Is you won't know until you get there. That's hard and it's scary. But for the moment, you need to concentrate on what you do know, that you and she no longer share the belief that your relationship has a future. It's broken, and the longer you stay stuck in a dead-end relationship or spend your days mourning one, the less time you get on this planet to experience a great one. So take a deep breath, steel yourself, and realize that this is going to hurt for a while. There's no quick remedy for the powerful sting of heartbreak, though we're going to try and make it easier for you throughout the book. You're going to feel like crap head to toe and run the gamut of emotions. Edgy, moody, angry, depressed, nauseated, you name it. In fact, the amount of time it takes for you to start feeling great about yourself again is directly proportional to how much it sucks right now. Because at the end of the day, someone you loved, trusted, and valued has rejected you, and that really hurts. It's hard not to take it personally, but and here's the important part. Just because your relationship is broken doesn't mean you are. No matter what happened between you, no matter what you may or may not have done wrong, you are still a kick-ass person. And even though you might not believe it right now, this breakup is the first step toward finding someone truly worthy of your greatness. So that's the first chapter of this book, and to my friend watching this, I have it here at my apartment. If you want to come and get it, you can have it. If you don't want to come and get it, I might keep reading you chapters every week. So let me know. And to anyone else who got anything out of this, get this book, it'll help you. I actually used it when I was the one doing the breaking up, and it really helped me to go through with it when I knew I needed to go through with it, and remember that I had to give that person space and time before we could actually be friends and talk again. And I had to reserve myself from being like, well, I miss him, I'm just gonna call him, even though I didn't want to get back together. And it really, really helped me. And if anything in this video was helpful to you or to anyone you know, please share it with them. Maybe buy them a copy of this book, because it'll help. That's all for now, farts. Bye! It didn't work. Bye!